Welcome to Science Factoon. Here you will learn cool science facts. If you like our videos, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for your support. Now let's get into the video.
Who is Ruby Bridges and what is special about her? Ruby Now Bridges Hall is an American civil rights activist. She was the first African-American child to desegregate the all-white school during the New Orleans school desegregation crisis. The New Orleans school desegregation crisis was a period of intense public resistance following the U.S. Supreme Court ruling that racial segregation of public schools was unconstitutional. The conflict peaked in 1960 when U.S. judge ordered desegregation in New Orleans beginning in November of that year. Even though the ruling came from Supreme Court, many states were not following this order. Under significant pressure from the federal government, the Orleans Parish School Board administered an entrance exam to students at Bridges School with the intention of keeping black children out of white schools. It was during this time Ruby Bridges was entering into the school in New Orleans. In 1960, when Ruby was 6 years old, her parents volunteered her to participate in the integration of the New Orleans school system. Even though Orleans Parish School Board administered an entrance exam with the intention of keeping black children out of white schools, Bridges was one of the 9 students who cleared the entrance exam that determined whether they could go to the all-white William Frantz Elementary School. Bridges had a rough start in her school journey. Every day she will have to get past an angry mob to get into the school. Ruby and her mother were escorted to school by 4 federal marshals during the first day that Bridges attended William Frantz Elementary. As soon as Bridges entered the school, white parents pulled their own children out. All the teachers except for one refused to teach while a black child was enrolled. Only one person agreed to teach Bridges, and that was Barbara Henry, and for over a year Henry taught her alone, as if she were teaching a whole class. On the second day, a white student broke the boycott and entered the school through the angry mob. A few days later, other white parents began bringing their children, and the protests began to subside. Yet, still, Bridges remained the only child in her class, until the following year. Ruby Bridges Hall still lives in New Orleans with her husband and their sons. After graduating from a desegregated high school, she worked as a travel agent for 15 years and later became a full-time parent. She is now chair of the Ruby Bridges Foundation, which she formed in 1999 to promote the values of tolerance, respect, and appreciation of all differences. Bridges was recognized with many awards. Here are some of the key ones. In 2000, Bridges Through My Eyes won the Carter G. Woodson Book Award. In 2001, Bridges was awarded the Presidential Citizens Medal by President Bill Clinton. In 2006, Bridges was honored as a hero against racism. 2 elementary schools are named after Bridges, one in Alameda, California, and another in Woodinville, Washington. A statue of Bridges stands in the courtyard of William Frantz Elementary School. I think it's fair to say that if it hadn't been for you guys, I might not be here, and we wouldn't be looking at this together. These were the words of former President Barack Obama when he met Ruby Bridges in White House looking at a painting. Wow, quite a statement, isn't it? Ruby Bridges' courage and talent made her continue in the school despite many hurdles and paved the way for many African American children to study in their desired schools. As Bridges say, racism is a grown-up disease and we must stop using our children to spread it. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and have a good one.